obviously kind of winding down a little bit now. What are you seeing from the guys? Is there still sustained energy? You having to say sick them a little bit more? How do you assess it?
I think naturally to this point there's a little bit of that. I thought we drug a little bit early on, but then they got it going. I think our kids love to play when we get the team and things like that. It's just pushing through the first part of practice. I thought there was a little bit of that early on, and then they got it going.
What have you seen from the young guys like Ty Cooper and John Lewis so far, and Nick Mitchell and Tamar?
Yeah, so Ty, I'll start with Ty. Ty's, consistent. He gives you everything he has, knows where to be. He's always going to be in the right spot. John's obviously probably more athletic overall, really explosive, plays hard, all those things, just creating situations where he's more consistent mentally, execution. And then Tamar's done a good job. Nick Mitchell's done a good job. He's got to keep progressing. He's a physical kid, smart kid, and now he's just getting more and more reps. So just seeing him play more live football has been good.
Obviously, I know coaches like that versatility, but you got some guys like that with Buki and Page and even Jet, guys that can mix it up and play different linebacker positions, and we've seen them do that in their career. How valuable is that to you as their coach?
Really valuable. A lot of those guys had already done it a little bit, and then this spring, between Zach and I talking through it, that was something we really tried to do with guys like even J.P. Purvis. He's learned Mike and Will. Tyrus has learned Sam and Will. Buki's really can play all three, And so you hopefully, truly, if you had a situation, knock on wood, where you get an injury, you could play your fourth best linebacker, your fifth best linebacker, instead of being, pigeonholed into the next guy in that specific position.
We've heard Deshaun Page earlier in the camp praise by Coach Arnett and things and the progress he made last year. Now that you're a few weeks in, getting towards the end of spring, has that progression kind of continued for him?
It has. And during about middle of practice, I was joking with him. I said, "You're kind of having an average day, but he kind of turned it on, and he's done a good job. He's been pretty consistent, honestly. So now I joked with him after Coach Arnett praised him, had a great practice. We'll see that now. He gets a little love. We'll see if he he has a poor practice tomorrow, so we'll find out. But no, he's been good. He's been good so far.
How much of that, obviously JUCO transfers face a learning curve anyway, but him not playing football for a year, how much was that, hard to catch up?
It's a combination of both. Over my career, every junior college guy I've had, always the second year is better. It seems like there's just a transition there. And I know there's exceptions to that rule, but that's been my experience. And then you add the fact that he hadn't played that year, came in a lot of shape, and then just getting his mind back wrapped around it. I think all that combined, you're seeing him become what we thought he could be.
How much do you, I know you want to see your guys excelling everywhere, but it seems like guys like Nick Mitchell and them could also find a niche on special teams this year.
Well, just by nature of our roster, where we don't have tight ends and things like that, linebackers and safeties have to play a tremendous role in special teams, in my opinion, because you just are limited on the other side of the ball of the body type sometimes you need. So, yeah, absolutely. Nick Mitchell has to be a guy. John Lewis has to be a guy. Ty Cooper, J.P. Purvis, they all have to be a guy. Your 2 and 3 linebackers have to be dominant special teams players.
So what is their job? What will you assign them homework-wise once spring practice is over to make sure they're repped and ready to go for the fall?
Yeah, the biggest thing is, when we're going on the road, they'll be finishing up finals, so I won't do a lot with them then. I'll be gone, they'll be finishing up finals. When they come back in June, we'll try to get some meeting times in there throughout spring, or throughout summer, and then we'll do some walkthroughs and different things like that just keep them sharp in June. And I usually try to leave them alone quite a bit in July, until we get right before the week before camp, because I want them fresh, coming back, ready to go.